Hello, it is Sir Russ here with another very big update to JoustVille. I've been working really hard, and although a lot of things don't look different, they are going to work very different. First, let's go to town. One of the things you'll notice, there's a clock. So instead of action points, we now have an actual clock that keeps track of things, and it will tell you when places aren't open. So for debugging, I put in a time jump. So the town wakes up at 8 a.m. and now look, all of our NPCs have portrait art. Uh, this will happen when we go inside. Same thing, we can talk to the princess. Come on, princess. I wonder why she's not talking. I wonder if Marta will talk. There we go. She doesn't have art yet, but people will talk to us. Places open up at certain times a day. Same thing, he's got a portrait. But let's go to the joust. Now you get an announcement that the tournament is open. This announcement shows up unless you're in the joust, which I guess you would kind of have to be. I guess you couldn't be. So we're going to enter the list. Now here we've added some depth to our inventory screen. This allows you to view things and change them. So let's ride. We still have our emotes. So let's do this. Now, I have made some changes to the joust, but not too many. It still works mostly the same, but one thing I like is you get better art depending on what you aimed at. I don't know if I had that in the last video, but now, if you aim at their chest, you see their chest. I've also been working on new shield art. You can see the player selected shield pops up there. You get a detailed score result, as you saw. Let's do that again. This time we'll go for something more aggressive. If you ride close, you have a better chance. That multiplies your damage, but also weakens your brace. And I'm going to aim for the head, which is harder. I need to make it much harder. Set my guard, and now we should get a helmet icon. There we go. Boom. I hit him pretty hard. I don't know if that's an unhorsing. Oh, it is. And look, this is my unhorse animation. I need to work on that. And it immediately ends the round. So I won. That puts us right back in our camp. We won. And now that we have some money and the armorer is open, let me show you some things. So first, like I said, we upgraded our inventory screen, so now we can look at stuff. So we have these other lances, and we can get these other shields. Now this one, you notice that slash? Let me show you how that works. If we go back to camp, that is your personal color. So as you change that, that color will change when you use the shield in the game or in the joust. In addition, now you see we've got two lances. So now we can click on our other lances and still need to add the rest of the equipment thing there. And let's look at one other. Oh, I don't have any money. But you can also buy other horses. Now your horses have a lot more information to share. Oh, look, the arena just closed. So I'm out of money, but these horses have more information. And if you go back to camp, you can manage your horses now. The stable building here has a lot more information going on. You can rename the horse, and you get to see the results of your training. So the bond is only at 30. So if I groom the horse and exercise the horse, and maybe even talk to the horse, now the bond has gone up. And so the buildings look different, right? A couple of things that happen now. Now there's a storyline tracker. So if you go to the bar, Roman is going to tell you, since you won your first victory, that there is an event in town. So he'll tell you, check out the fountain at night. You tell him, wow, okay. So then, if you wait till after dark, so we're going to move town forward. Look, I hope YouTube doesn't censor me. You get the bathing beauties. They show up. This is really just a test to make sure that the game keeps track of things. So, in order for this to happen, a couple of things have to be unlocked. First, you have to win your first match. Then you have to talk to Roman and he tells you about it. They won't show up unless Roman has told you about it. And then if you go in and talk to Roman, he can say, actually, I think now he ignores you, or now he ignores the bathing beauties. But yeah, look, he knows what happened. Um, they'll tell you about other stuff. And then finally, the last big upgrade that I made. One, you can zoom in and out on the map. Isn't that nice? But I completely changed the way towns are handled. So if you look at this, now there's another town. Now all of the towns are different. So everything's closed because it's midnight. So let's go to the next day. And if we go to town and wait for things to open, we've got NPCs. This is another town, just like the first one. We've got, this one doesn't have an interior yet. We've got, I'm still working on making the arena happen, but it's another town. So now I can expand the game. I still have to add the world view to make it so that you travel between towns on some kind of world map. But there are other towns now. The arena here is not open. I wonder if it does open. Would it give me the same fight? Oh, there's no bout for me today. So yeah, each town has a different set of opponents, and eventually this town, there will be an old watchtower storyline that after you win a victory or two, you'll talk to someone in the bar and they'll tell you how to get in here, and there's going to be a special item. But that's the progress I've made so far. You can talk to your horses. We've got a better inventory system so you can switch your equipment. Oh yeah, let's do one other. What do we got? 6 a.m. on Wednesday. We'll go to town. I wonder if we can get in our next joust, because now we can change our equipment. See, our inventory screen works, and look, our color shows up. So now we've got our inventory, and when we block, we will have our colored shield ready to go. I know it's kind of a long preview. I should probably work on making these happen a little faster. But I've added a lot of functionality in a couple days since I last showed a demo of the game. Look, this lance is harder to use. See, the windows are narrower. It's probably going to hit harder. And look, we get our color on our shield. So the player will be able to unlock more detailed graphics and multiple colors. Ooh, they hit me pretty hard. Let's see if I can win this one. As they go, and that stuff will show up. Eventually you'll be able to change your camp buildings. You'll have different colored banners and flags. You'll have all sorts of stuff. Let's go for a headshot, see if we can get this. I gotta be able to win in my own game, right? I read that the designers of Elden Ring insist that if you come up with a boss, you have to be able to beat the boss without any help or cheating. Just beat the boss using their normal mechanic. So I got to be able to do that, don't I? And if I wanted, look, I could switch. I can switch equipment now in between. So I'm really happy with that. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that functionality wasn't there before. Let's go for a full, let's see if we can get on the horse. Dame so-and-so. Sounds like a good hit. Oh, and it looks like we unhorsed her too. I need to work on that animation, but it's still pretty funny. Sir Russ drives the lance home. All right. I wonder if Roman says anything about 2. This is the same Roman, I think. Yeah. Next opponent. Ooh, Lord Sarek Gravelance. Farline rider who favors helm shots. Okay. So that's what I got to deal with. We'll tune in next time for the further adventures of Sir Russ on his Galaxy quest. Talk to y'all later, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see in my medieval joust game, please tell me.